Have you ever felt that you are good at many things but still not happy? Maybe you work hard every day and always try your best. Maybe people around you think you have a good life. They see your achievements, your skills, and your responsibilities. They may even wish they could be more like you. But when you are alone, you sometimes feel empty inside. You cannot understand why happiness seems so difficult to find. This feeling is more common than many people think. There are many people in the world who become good at almost everything except being happy. They know how to solve problems, how to work hard, and how to take care of others, but they do not know how to enjoy their own lives. Many of us learn from a young age that success is important. We go to school and try to get good grades. We learn that hard work brings rewards and that achievement makes people proud of us. Because of this, we spend years trying to improve ourselves. We learn new skills, accept more responsibilities, and push ourselves to do better every year. There is nothing wrong with this. Growing and learning are important parts of life. However, while we learn how to succeed, nobody really teaches us how to be happy. We learn how to reach goals, but we do not learn how to enjoy the journey. As a result, many people become experts at achieving things while feeling lost when it comes to their own happiness. A common mistake is believing that happiness will come later. People often tell themselves that they will finally be happy when they get a better job, earn more money, or achieve a big dream. At first, this idea feels reasonable. After all, success can make life easier in many ways. The problem is that every time a goal is reached, a new goal appears. Someone gets the promotion they wanted, but soon they start thinking about the next promotion. Someone buys the house they dreamed about, but then they want something bigger or better. Their life becomes a never-ending race. They keep moving forward, but happiness always stays one step ahead. Years can pass in this way, and one day they realize they spent so much time preparing for happiness that they never actually experienced it. Another reason many people struggle with happiness is that they spend most of their energy taking care of other people. They become the person everyone can depend on. Friends come to them for advice. Family members ask for help. Colleagues trust them to solve problems. Being helpful is a wonderful quality, but it can become a burden when people forget to care for themselves. Some people are so busy supporting everyone around them that they never stop to ask how they are feeling. They listen to other people's worries while ignoring their own. Over time, this creates a quiet loneliness. They may be surrounded by people, but they still feel emotionally exhausted because nobody sees how much they are carrying inside. Many people who are unhappy are also very hard on themselves. They expect perfection in everything they do. When they make a mistake, they do not treat themselves with kindness. Instead, they focus on what went wrong and criticize themselves again and again. If a friend made the same mistake, they would probably offer encouragement and understanding. Yet when it comes to themselves, they choose judgment instead of compassion. This habit slowly steals happiness. Nobody can feel peaceful while constantly hearing a negative voice in their mind. Being successful does not protect a person from this problem. In fact, some of the most successful people struggle with it the most because they always feel pressure to do more and be better. Comparison is another hidden reason why happiness becomes difficult. Today, people spend a lot of time looking at the lives of others through social media. They see pictures of success, travel, relationships, and achievements. It is easy to believe that everyone else is happier and more successful. However, what we see online is usually only a small part of reality. People share their best moments, not their hardest moments. They show their victories, not their fears and failures. When we compare our everyday life with someone else's highlight moments, we create an unfair comparison. This can make us feel as if we are falling behind, even when we are doing well. The more we compare ourselves to others, the harder it becomes to appreciate our own lives. One surprising truth about happiness is that it often comes from small things rather than big achievements. Many people spend years looking for happiness in large goals because they believe important feelings must come from important events. However, some of the happiest moments in life are very simple. They can be a conversation with a close friend, a quiet morning with a cup of coffee, a walk outside on a beautiful day, or a moment of laughter with family. These experiences may not look impressive, but they create warmth and meaning in everyday life. The problem is that people who are always chasing the next goal often miss these moments. They're so focused on the future that they forget to notice what is happening right now. Happiness also becomes difficult when a person connects their value to their achievements. If success is the only thing that makes them feel important, then every failure becomes painful. Their confidence rises when things go well and falls when things go badly. This creates a very unstable emotional life. Real happiness requires something stronger. It requires understanding that a person's value does not depend on achievements alone. Every human being has worth, even when they fail, make mistakes, or experience difficult times. Learning this lesson can change the way people see themselves. Instead of constantly trying to prove their value, they can begin to accept themselves as they are while still continuing to grow. The truth is that being good at everything does not automatically create happiness. A person can be intelligent, hardworking, talented, and successful while still feeling empty inside. Happiness is a different skill. It requires self-awareness, gratitude, balance, and self-acceptance. It requires taking time to enjoy life instead of only preparing for the future. It requires learning how to rest without feeling guilty and how to appreciate what already exists instead of always chasing what comes next. These lessons are not always easy to learn, but they are necessary for a meaningful life. Perhaps the most important thing to remember is that happiness is not a destination waiting at the end of success. It is not a prize that appears after every goal has been achieved. Life will never be completely perfect. There will always be challenges, responsibilities, and unfinished dreams. If we wait for everything to be perfect before allowing ourselves to be happy, we may wait forever. Happiness begins when we learn to appreciate the present moment, accept ourselves with kindness, and understand that our worth is greater than our achievements. In the end, true success may not be becoming good at everything. True success may be learning how to live a full life while still finding reasons to smile along the way.